So I thought I'd just do a quick video or a quick update on what's happening around the patch. G'day folks, Andy here from McDowall Manor. Is that in the last 2 weeks we've had 130 mil of water, of rain, which is fantastic. You can see my poor old lawn is pretty much slowly but surely greening up, so that's good news. Pomegranates are on, just waiting for them to ripen. Geez, they're slow. We've got figs over there covered up under the net. Got quite a few of them on. They were a bit affected by the drought, so they're not as tasty as they should be. You can see the lemonade tree's loaded. Bad news is I'm down to one chicken. So Big Bertha here, she's the only one that's left. Now believe it or not, for some reason she's gone clucky. She's pretty old now too. I was at one stage when the weather was good getting one egg every second day. But she sort of stopped doing that. Now I haven't had an egg for almost a week. The kangkong in the aquaponics, the Chinese water spinach. You know, normally by this time it's loaded full. You can barely see the clay balls, but it got covered in aphids, so I pulled it all out and submerged it overnight to kill the ants and the aphids. That seems to have worked a treat. Shallots are going well. We don't buy shallots anymore. We're happily to say we're self-sufficient in shallot. Are continuing to lay. I probably get, I don't know, between 8 and 10 eggs a day from those little guys. These are the older birds. That's a little male crowing in the background. That's the noise the roosters make. Girl in there, she's got a bung leg, and the other birds were really picking on her. So I put her out separately. I don't think it's going to get better, but I haven't got the heart to knock her over, the poor old bugger. See the mint and the watercress in that little bed, those little beds above the aquaponics tank. It's booming. See there, I'm continuing that sooty mould caused by aphids, which are farmed by the ants. Have a look at them all in there. So we continue to battle those. It's one of the few things I'll actually spray for. We use an organic spray to try and keep knocking them back. It's a never-ending battle, I'm afraid, with my citrus over here. That's the vetiver grass I put around that swale. Happy to say, look, you know, a bit of rain, and they've gone from the size of that little one up the end. Where's my finger gone? There, to these bigger ones. They've really just boomed for the most part, which is great. I'll give you a look at the footpath as well. That's the pigeon pea that I harvested the other day. Bananas aren't doing a great deal, but they're alive and going, so in the building site that's an achievement. Half garden is gone, it's really doing well too. See the size of that mango down the end there now? Those clumps of grass are lemongrass, and that, my friends, is turmeric. So I'll give you a look. There's a turmeric flower for you. So when that all dies back, I'll dig that up, and it's a root a bit like ginger. I think it's a relative of the ginger. We use it quite a lot in cooking. That's sage, bit of mint. More turmeric here. That's a little sweet pepper. That is a cucumber that's not enjoying it out here, but it's living. A little bit of ginger came up, oddly enough. I don't even remember planting it out here. The other thing that I'm a bit excited by is in that garden there is a Moringa, and it's survived. I haven't had any luck growing anything in that patch of ground. Just dries out too much, was getting far too much sun, but the Moringa's loving it. Thank goodness for that. Closest to us is the macadamia nut. It's doing surprisingly well out here. I've had a little clump of sweet peppers, and the one on the end there is a chili. They've produced surprisingly well for us. Continuing to pick Madagascar beans. I've also been harvesting pigeon peas. That's what they look like when they come out. I let them dry on the tree, so I don't have to do any work drying them. So that's them. I kind of think of them as a lentil, really. See, everything's going pretty well. It's amazing how much that bit of rain bucked them up. what we have got that's going, I'm quite happy about. That's a tromboncino, which is a relative of the zucchini. Pak choy is doing very well up this side. The corn went bloody lousy, to be honest with you. I got, I don't know, 6 or 8 half cobs. So there's some more pak choy there. That patch there is walking onions. So I'm hoping that they'll do quite well here. But we'll just have to wait and see. So yeah, you can see things are certainly growing well. I was disheartened by the potato, or lack thereof, growing efforts. There's one still there, one still there, and one still there. That's a sweet potato that I'll put in there. We'll see if they do any better. And I've got a yam that I'm going to put in as well that I was gifted. Thanks, Doug. Blueberries are actually producing a few blueberries as well. This will be the second crop I've got of him. I didn't expect a second crop. Must be the water. That's a gooseberry. Warrigal greens, the green ones, not the red one. That's a cranberry hibiscus. They're surprisingly good, actually. We've been eating a fair bit of that lately. It's fairly hardy to grow, and it's good eating. The other thing is, I don't know whether you can see or not, but there is passion fruit on the vine up there in that tree. So I'll leave you with that. That's final thing there. That's the yam that I was saying I was going to move that I got from Doug. Thanks, Doug. I'll leave you with that. Hopefully you've enjoyed a quick look around the yard and a look at what's happening. Bloody papaya trees, they're coming up everywhere. Alright, well, you folks have a good one. If you enjoy this kind of video, farming or cooking, you know, especially in a city circumstance, feel free to hit the subscribe button. If you hit the little bell, you'll even find out when we do new videos. Alright folks, you have a ripper, eh? Uru.